Goku would continue with his great training, which was supervised by the Celestial Three. However, it had already been 3 days since Goku wasn't able to defeat his clones. I agree that he is a genius, but for him to be able to beat our clones, it would take him at least 2 years. And of course, if he is the genius we think, since an ordinary being would take him at least 10 years. I agree with you, Mayuki, but I feel like Son Goku is hiding something else. Before they're able to speak, Goku would give a big smile in Super Saiyan Blue. It's time! I already been able to master all that power. It hasn't been that long yet. This is the power that the deity who revived me helped me achieve. The clones pounced against Goku, but with incredible speed, he would dodge each of their blows while feeding his 3 teachers. I'm ready for the next training! Haha, what are you saying? I've seen you dodge them with great agility, but to move on to the next training, you must be able to beat them. And that's what I'll do right now! Goku would clench his fists, beginning to release an amazing power. That's right, the knowledge of that deity had granted him had been incredible. So Goku would begin to break his limits as a Saiyan while everything around him began to shake, which would leave the trio of warriors very surprised. Goku would continue to expel an amazing power. After a few moments of an incredible scream, he was able to access his maximum power, which was able to dominate it 100%, being this the state of the Super Saiyan 3 Ultra Instinct, which would leave everyone surprised of the incredible power that emanated from his body. It's time to finish the first training! Goku, as a flash, was able to hold Freya's clone by the neck with an incredible brutality, breaking it, and with a quick attack from his mouth, he was able to disintegrate it completely. Goku would move with the remaining 2 clones, starting to exchange millions of blows all over the battlefield. The clones were not able to keep up with Goku's speed. I can't believe this. I had understood that he was a genius, but this warrior is a genius among geniuses. I agree with what Mayu says. I can't believe he was able to beat our clones in only 3 days. Who is this Freya warrior? At this moment, I don't even know myself. We only knew that he was the mortal who was able to surpass all the gods, but I don't think he was able to have so much potential. Goku, while continuing to exchange blows, he would learn the combat style of his enemies, and when he got completely used to it, he was able to end up sending one of them flying with a big blow, destroying everything in his path. You owed me that punch, because it was the punch that almost knocked me out before. Goku would stretch out one of his fists, stopping one of the blows, and with one kick, he was able to make her retreat a few meters since he was able to cover himself before Goku's kick impacted with her. His opponent at that moment would begin to carry an incredible power in his palms. That's right, that was his final attack. If this is your final attack, I still have to respond, and I'll charge an attack with which I will reduce you to mere atoms. Goku would begin to carry a powerful attack in his hands, and after a few seconds, both threw their most powerful attacks. But the difference was clear, since Goku would take advantage quickly. However, at the moment, the clone of Mayu would likewise gather all his power, throwing an attack matching the balance a little more. This is bad for Son Goku. No matter what power he possesses, if 2 attacks of that caliber is able to hit him, I'm sure they'll disintegrate him. Let's wait. If something happens, we intervene because I want to know if he really is able to defeat our clones with his power alone. Both clones began to take the advantage, so Freya was about to intervene, but a smile would resonate throughout the battlefield, while Goku in less than 1 second was able to double his power, destroying the attack of both and in the same way disintegrating them completely, leaving no trace of their enemies. Heh, how fun that was! But like I said, Freya, I'm ready to make my way for the next training. Your son Goku, you've been giving me surprises, but that's okay. Tomorrow we will continue with your training since this battle must have left you exhausted. Heh, not at all! I didn't use this power because I wanted to control it 100%, so don't worry, I'm able to fight for weeks with this power. I want to test your power. I will increase my power until you're no longer able to keep up with me. What do you think? And at the end of the battle, we will continue tomorrow with the training. Sounds good to me. I want to check the true power of the Celestial. They've trained for millions of years. I'm excited. Okay, but Mayuki, don't overdo it, because Goku's not at our level yet. Freya, I'm asking you, please, let him use the power that I support. I want him to hit me with his power. Only then I'll be able to become much more powerful. Okay, then don't blame me if you're not able to move tomorrow. I hope you're prepared, because at this moment, you will fight with one of the most powerful beings in existence. Of course I'm ready, so tag me whenever you want. To which Goku would finish his sentence, an incredible blow had hit his face, sending him flying millions of kilometers. And being dragged by everything around him, But before he was able to recover, Mayuki would throw thousands of energy spheres, which Goku was able to dodge each one of them, thinking, "The fist must have been able to connect me. It was amazing. It almost knocked me out. I can't believe the power it has." Goku, with his great speed, approached Mayuki, starting to exchange thousands of blows. But on this occasion, Goku was not able to connect any blow, while Mayuki was able to hit him several blows which caused him an amazing damage. Son Goku's power even exceeds 35% of our power. That's why he's been able to defeat our clones without any difficulty. Apparently, Mayuki's been able to know what Son Goku's limit was, since this time he has not been able to increase his power much more. Mayuki, with a powerful blow to his stomach, had sent him flying to a nearby planet, destroying him by his power. While Mayuki approached Goku, he vomited too much blood, as Mayuki's blows contained an overwhelming power. Ah, damn! The power of which he'd been able to hit me does not allow me to move. Even my body hurts too much, but I have to be able to withstand blows with 40% of all my power. Goku would stand up while Mayuki would stare at him. You better not overexert yourself anymore, since your body can be affected, although you have my respect since you've been able to withstand my blows of power. Is it true that it's impossible for me to beat you right now? But how about taking a hit with all my power? Even with all the power that I'm not able to master. Wow, that sounds interesting, but to be honest, I doubt you'll exceed 50% of all my power. But I'm waiting for you. Try to grant me your hit. Goku would return to his base state while spitting out some more blood. This will leave me out of combat for several days, but I don't plan on Mayuki being able to humble me in this way. Goku would be able to go through each of his transformations, which did not release an amazing power. But by going through the Ultra Instinct, his power began to collect in all his energy veins. While his power seemed to have no limits, instantly several marks had appeared all over Goku's body, which he didn't recognize as celestial ones, and with an incredible roar, Goku was able to access the power beyond the Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan Phase 3. What do you think of this power? I don't use it since I'm only able to hold it for a maximum of 50 seconds, but in that short time, I've been able to give you a good blow. Mayuki would be on guard because the power that Goku emanated was amazing. But to everyone's surprise, Goku was able to connect an incredible punch in the stomach by which the power was able to make her kneel. While vomiting large amounts of blood, her gaze became blurred. What? I'm not able to see anything! He's almost knocked me out! I can't believe this! He's an my power of 50%! He really has the potential that Son Goku has, because no matter who his opponent is, he's always able to engage and become much more powerful. Stand up! I want to try this power and I don't have so much time. I'd have planned to let you humble me. At this moment, you've made me irate. Mayuki would expel 80% of his power, starting to exchange millions of blows with Son Goku, but at the moment, both were very equal. That's right, even though Mayuki had accessed 80% of his power, he wasn't able to get to the lead. This would leave two companions surprised. However, the more the battle went on, Goku would grant him many more blows. Because Mayuki's fury did not let her think clearly, it only repeated over and over again. This can't be! I've trained for millions of years. I can't be that warrior who doesn't surpass 100 years to be able to beat me. Goku in his carelessness was able to grant him another incredible blow, but the blow on this occasion, Mayuki was able to withstand it, and in the same way connected an incredible blow to Goku, which was able to knock him out of combat, since Goku had been sent flying and would fall to the ground in his base state, while Mayuki began to approach with his companions. Son Goku has been able to irate me, but you've been aware that the power he possesses is amazing. Mayuki, are you alright? Your body is expelling too much blood. Mayuki would begin to answer anything, he would fall out of combat as is. So Son Goku's power is so great he's able to beat a Celestial if he doesn't use all his power. This is interesting. His next training will be the last. Freya, take Mayuki and Son Goku to the castle rooms so that they will be able to fully recover. Okay, I'm counting on you. I'll stay here in case you need anything. Mayu would leave with both warriors who were out of combat to heal them and let them recover. Meanwhile, returning to the palace of Zeno-sama, both rulers had been completely corrupted with the thirst for revenge, which had led to the annihilation of each of the planets along with their gods and angels. The only planet that was still intact was the god of Universe 6. We have to finish with those bastards because I'm sure if we finish with them, the supposed Celestials will come to their aid.
I agree with you, my lord, and since there are no planets they'll be able to release all their power, we will be able to defeat them.
Returning to Planet 6, Vados was very thoughtful. If what happened is true, our father along with Zeno-sama should not take long to come to us, but since we've also broken the rules. But this isn't fair, since even our brothers who have done nothing has been absorbed by our father. In that case, we have to be prepared, since I have not been able to communicate with the Celestial. Do we have to be ready? What do you mean by it? It doesn't matter that we fight together, we're no match for Daishinken, much less the king of all Zeno-sama. At the moment, a great rumble would shake the entire planet of Champa. That's right, the barrier that Freya had placed was beginning to be attacked by multiple energy attacks of an incredible amount of power. They've arrived. Alright, now we have to pray that Freya's barrier will be able to save us while they arrive. I doubt they'll be able to break that barrier easily, but if they continue with that amount of energy, sooner or later they will succeed. Meanwhile, returning to Mayu and Freya, both realized that the barrier that Freya had placed was beginning to receive great damage, which only hinted that the beings of the Kingdom of the Whole had intervened. I knew that damn dwarf and his priest couldn't stand by and do nothing, but this time I'm planning to end their pathetic lives once and for all. I'll accompany you, Freya, since they apparently are both. Don't worry, because if there are 100 of them, they wouldn't be able to do anything against me, because the power of the universe is on my side. The barrier that had been completely destroyed, but instantly a large portal would still form on the planet of Champa, while Freya would arrive on the battlefield exploiting her great power. But in a few moments, she would realize what the beings of the realm of the All had realized. Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.